Hey guys, it's Seaboard1321. I'm here to do an equipment update. I know how much you all care so much about things I do, so today was the Duneland Model Club Train Show thing in Michigan City. They have it 2 times a year, once in March, once in November. This is my second time going, and it's actually really awesome. Admission's only $3, and I'll show you what kind of stuff I got at that show today here. But I also want to talk about some stuff that I got off eBay recently. One of them is this Athearn Ready to Roll Grand Trunk SD38, and it was $40. The only thing that was wrong with it was missing couplers, which I got replacements for. I had the coupler boxes included, so I think that was pretty awesome to get for such a low price, and considering I live just a couple hundred feet away from the Grand Trunk main line in Indiana. So that's awesome, XDT9, and I'll run that with future Grand Trunk power that I will be getting to run with it. Anyone that's been paying attention lately knows that for some stupid reason, I now take a strong interest in BC Rail. After today's train show, I have 10 BC Rail locomotives, but I'm going to talk about these two first. These are the Cato SD40-2s in the mid-production Snoot Nose version. This is number 751 I got off of eBay for $80, and something really stupid that I don't like that Cato did was, obviously, you have to install all the details yourself, which is kind of a pain, but, well, you know, it teaches you something. But the unfortunate thing is the holes are not drilled to the correct size, so you have to get a drill bit and further drill them out so you can add all the grab irons and individual parts like that. So I added the obvious details like the handrails just to hold it over for now because I didn't have a drill bit at the time. Next one, I got this one actually first. This is number 756, and the guy that I got this from, he did a real nice job painting the chain for the walkway, and he also added MU hoses and painted the tips silver, which the model did not include to begin with, but it was already pre-detailed, so that was really cool. So the other day I go to run these two together, and that one ran just fine, and I go to run this one, and I'd have to press down on it to work, so that's pretty, you know, it was really weird. So took the shell off and tried to run it, and it hesitated at first, and then it went and smoke just started pouring out of the board. So immediately stopped it and looked, and there was no burn marks or smoke damage on the board or anything. So it was really confused what was going on. Looked at it for a few minutes, put it back on the tracks, and it ran fine in both directions around my layout for about 10 or 15 minutes. So I didn't really know what was going on. So put it back on the tracks, tried to run it, and the same thing started happening. So I'm going to have to contact either the seller or Cato about that problem, because I'm not going to pay close to $100 for a locomotive that I can't use. I got this on eBay from the same seller that was getting rid of the other SD40 that actually works. This is an Atlas British Columbia caboose, and this is also in the dual-tone Z-stripe scheme. And if you'll notice on the locomotives, they have the Z white stripe that separates the light and the dark greens. So, you know, this is a really nice caboose, because the only other one that I had was the Athearn one, and I wanted to get one to match the other locomotives. So I'm thinking, you know, this is pretty cool. You know, it's got the white stripe that goes around the side, the front and the back, and I turn it over, and the green stripe is just completely absent. So I don't know if that's a factory error or what. I mean, it's interesting, but it annoys me more so because it looks really bad. So, yeah, that's definitely something interesting to take note of. Went to the, there's a hobby shop by me, local hobby shop, which unfortunately is going out of business. Not because of low traffic, but simply because the owners are getting old. So I got a couple of things there. One of the things that I got were these Tomar Industries metal crossbucks. And these are, you know, they're heavy for what they are, and they're really nice, detailed, and they just have little pegs on the bottom. You stick them right into the foam board, so they're really easy to install, obviously. Very, very cool, very nice. Don't have a good set of crossbucks, so I will definitely use those on my layout. The next thing I got was this Walther's Fox River water tower. Simple kit. The top of it was kind of hard to glue together because it didn't want to line up, but I'll be giving that a just simple coat of white and add some decals that are appropriate for that. You know, it was $20 and then half off of that or whatever, which is a good price. And then there was this, were these Trident ambulances. They wanted a ridiculous amount for them, but then they gave us, you know, a discount. This says Metropolitan Ambulance, and it's like an 80 Chevy, and I just added that horn on there. The wheel just fell off, so I gotta find that. But I don't know, pretty cool ambulance, HO scale. And then all of that stuff wraps us into today's train show. That was really fun. Like I said, admission was $3. I went there with a couple of friends, and I came back fairly happy. So, actually, well, the first things that I got, there was a seller that had roundhouse kits for $5. And this kind of caught my eye. I don't know what it is, but it looks really awesome. It was $5. And SSIX, it's a very longer open top car. So that's interesting. This definitely caught my eye. BC Rail box car for $5. And it already has Katie, so really all it needs is metal wheels. So I've got 13 BC Rail box cars now. So that collection is starting to grow. A DM&E patched Trainman covered hopper. These are really nice, and $9 for a Trainman car is pretty cool. They're, you know, already metal wheels, knuckle couplers are ready to go. So, I mean, for the price, can't really beat that. Now this is fairly appropriate with what I'm going for now. This is a little bit older Intermountain car, but $15 for this, and the new ones retail for like $40 or something ridiculous. So $15 for something that, you know, metal wheels, knuckle couplers, all that good stuff, and it's in the big Canadian A scheme. So, fairly cool. This car, I have a lot of the Norfolk and Western box cars, and this is one of the bigger high cube 60-foot ones, and I saw this and it got my eye, and I really wanted it, and I didn't know what the guy wanted because it wasn't a price, and I asked him, and he just said $8 and we're good, so I immediately snatched that up because $8 for that box car is really awesome. Then the guy that was there last time that I got some BC Rail stuff from was there yet again, and I was actually going to get one of these off eBay the other day because it was a buy it now good price, because I think just the DC ones retail for like $160 alone. But this is M630 and 704, and then the green scheme as well. And it was $79 with DCC. They had Tsunami ones with $160, which is an outstanding deal. But BC Rail really only had one type of horn in the later years, which was the K5H. And I'm not going to get a locomotive that's not going to have the correct horn because that'll drive me insane. But, you know, okay, so $80 with DCC. Awesome deal, and that'll run with, you know, the SD40s, or the SD40 until I get the other one fixed. So you're looking at this box and thinking, oh, well, cool, Jibo, yeah, well, I'm not fucking gay, so. Now, this is really cool. I don't know why I need it, but I've always wanted an SD80 Mac, and it's Cato, and it has DCC installed, and I got a Cato CSX SD80 Mac for $70. Now, that is a freaking steal. There's a few obvious problems, but nothing that I'm going to lose sleep over. It is lightly weathered, but I'm probably going to remove the weathering simply because I'm not a huge fan of that. On freight cars, yes, but locomotives I think are, you know, should be kept clean. $70 for an SD80 Mac. I was going to get a UP SD90 because I've got the SD78s to run it with. So I ran over to the ATM real quick to get a little bit more money out because I was short like just a little bit. I come back, there were two of the UP SD90s, and I get there, and as soon as I come back, there's another guy there getting both of them. So, unfortunate as that is, I ended up getting CSX, and I don't know, I guess I'm kind of glad I got the SD80 Mac a little more, because, well, they're more rare, and they're SD80 Macs, so come on. That is my exciting life in the HO scale world. I have a few other non-mention worthy purchases over eBay, just, you know, rolling stock and stuff like that. So if you truly do care, stay tuned, and I'll try to get some videos uploaded of running this stuff. I know I always say I will, and usually I don't, but I'm going to try to. I probably won't, but if I do, you can be happy. So thank you for watching.